the Queensland spirit now for
Yes. We're back again. The Off-Field Drama Podcast. I'm Sauce.
I'm Berkey.
And what a weekend it was, mate.
We are rolling.
We're here.
Tuesday.
We're feeling good. Tuesday, yeah.
Shit, you know it's a big weekend if we're recording on a Tuesday because there was some wounded souls. Can we say that?
We can say that.
Is that the right word to
absolutely
describe
say that.
us?
I feel like we were a bit wounded, but not as much as others.
Nah. I think my word would be blacked out. My memory was...
Deleted scenes.
As
we said, yeah.
Still trying to work out or learning parts of the weekend.
That's all right.
What a weekend it was. Busy weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, plenty on.
Shit, yeah.
We, Saucy and I, we had the luxury of linking up for a boys' dinner.
And it doesn't happen often.
Doesn't happen often.
But when it does, shit, we make the most of it.
Oh, shit, we go hard.
Yeah.
On Friday night, which was lovely. There was a few lessons out of Friday night, which we'll share with the shareholders.
Yeah, mate, get into it. Let's rip into it. Tell, what have you learned?
What have I learned? Righto, shareholders. This was my takeaway about what went down on Friday night when boys link up for dinner. Now, take this as you will. If you've got a pen and paper, write them down or put them in your memory. I don't give a shit. Lesson number 1. Don't have a booking at 8:30 at night because that is so late for some brothers. Lesson number 2, if you're going to have a booking at 8:30 at night with 16 blokes, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Lesson number 3, having a bookie at 8:30 at night with 16 blokes and not eating throughout the whole entire day so you're hungry by 8:30 is just ridiculous. But for the cream and the dessert for lesson number 4, a booking at 8:30 at night with 16 blokes, not eating at all throughout the day, but getting on the piss in the afternoon. Boy, oh boy.
I feel like they're life lessons.
Does that result in one hell of a time?
Yeah, no, it did. It really did. It started a good weekend for both of us.
Didn't it ever? It was a jam-packed weekend. After that, I had the privilege of heading up the coast to Markoola. Now, can't say I've done a trip to Markoola. It's a little bit of a hidden gem.
Would you do it again?
I'd do it again.
Yeah.
It was a little cozy spot. We parked up in the park right opposite the beach from about midday. Barbecue, a bit of beach cricket.
Shit, yeah.
And just got on the sauce there. And then, mate, moved over to the Markoola Hotel. Now, the Markoola Hotel offered something that I haven't partaked in before. And that's karaoke in the surfing, in particular in the TAB area.
And you didn't sing?
My gorgeous voice didn't get up there.
What would you sing?
I was thinking about this. You know what my song would have been?
Yeah.
Waka waka eh eh. Shakira.
Waka waka eh.
Waka waka eh eh.
Shaking your hips a bit? Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, I didn't get the privilege. I didn't have enough beers to get me up there, to be honest with you.
That's unusual.
Like, I'd had a few in me, but...
You consumed enough on Friday night.
There would have been 50 to 60 people. The funniest thing about it is they did the karaoke in the TAB area. So the backdrop, by this point, it started about 7 o'clock. So the backdrop was 7 screens. And by this point, it's just dish lickers and trotters.
That's such a good combo.
Man, it was funny. So I'd be like listening to a mate sing, but at the same time...
You got one eye on the...
I'd be trying to get the red rug home at Albion Park. It didn't get up, but no, it was a great weekend. I finished it off. The 7 of us, we played at Maroochy River Golf Course. Shout out to the boys there at Maroochy River. They looked after us well.
Good course.
Great course, mate. We played 18 of the best. I was hitting them like Bryson DeChambeau.
Big drives.
Big drives. I had my 56 iron on a string. A few pars, which in my world's like eagles.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So I was taking that to the house. and then just capped off with a bit of Sunday Arvo footy, mate. How about yourself?
Well, as you know, Friday was another level. That was a great way to start it. What did we do? Just went back to yours after that dinner, and then I went out again, and then
I
Saturday.
booted ya.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did not.
Booted the whole of ya.
I need to get out of that.
Yeah.
Out of that establishment. I played some golf myself. Played a bit of Ambrose with
Did ya?
with Harry and his brother and Knackers, and shit. We won.
Good.
We were 4 or 5 over par for the course.
Where'd you play?
With Ambrose. Oh, the Heritage at Virginia.
Oh,
back
Virginia.
9.
Yeah.
Back 9. I love it. Who says it that 9's not enough?
It's not.
Yeah, 18 is a day. You need 12 to 15. I reckon that's the good number. Yeah.
14?
I haven't. Yeah, 14.
Can I mention the middle there or 13?
No, go 14. Go 14. Yeah.
14
I've heard that from a few
course.
people, and I reckon it's brilliant. Chat.
I get that because depending on how you're playing, once you get to 15, you might just throw it out the window.
I kind of felt like Mickey Raikkonen.
Is that who's Mickey?
The F1 racer.
Yeah, I was
apparently he does his best work when he's pissed. He drives his Formula 1 cars hungover and pissed, and shit, I was hitting them well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really well. Like consistent as.
I thought you were getting confused there with a golfer, and I was like, if you're
Did I say Kimmy or Mickey?
Yeah, I think you said Mickey.
It's Kimmy.
Oh, it's Kimmy.
Kimmy Raikkonen, one of the greats.
Oh, crikey.
Then we went back to Basil's and then had an ice bath.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't. I was too scared. I was too rattled. Dunked my head in, dusted off the cobwebs a bit, and fell asleep in the Uber to the Jube. Watched the Broncos put on an absolute fucking clinic against the Cows. Shit, that was good.
Just another 4X derby in our back pocket.
That started the Saturday, and then we went to the Boundary.
How good's the Boundary?
Oh, mate, it is such a good pub. So that top level area, God, it was a vibe. Had a table parked up there. And I will say, I've mentioned him 3 times. He had a bit of a rough weekend, old Has. I think in the end, he had some demons after a fair session. He went on one of the biggest heaters, tipping-wise, I've ever seen.
Really?
Just everything he picked was just a win or a place, and I followed his lead and fucking got up quite a bit.
Shit, so you had a fill-up?
Yep. I tipped the Sharks against the Bunnies. That it was just fucking brilliant. It was just a really good little night.
You got on the Shire.
Yeah, over in Perth. I don't know. I feel like they needed to win that. That was one of my nutsack bet of the weeks.
We talked about that.
We did lose 2 of the other 2.
I said the Dolphins.
Manly were bloody deplorable.
I tipped the Chooks. I didn't listen to you there.
Yeah. That was the only one I got wrong.
Yeah, I only got one wrong. The Sharks for me.
Yeah.
Good to see that the shareholders who are taking on board our nutsack advice.
Yeah. And you know what is another bit of a nutsack bet that we said it a couple weeks ago was hitting the Matildas at $13 or $14 at the start of the World Cup campaign, and they are proving to be absolute gems.
Saucy, you were on the money there, big fella.
The hometown girls, they're playing in their own country over in NZ as well, and they are not disappointing anyone.
Mate,
I think they are doing this nation so proud.
Waltzing Matilda.
Bring that back.
Waltzing Matilda.
Why do we not do that anymore?
That is back.
We need to bring that back.
Mate,
that just gave me shivers.
Yeah, so it should.
You should sing that at karaoke.
If they win, if they do it all, I'll get up and do it. That was so good. I tell you what, there's a few shareholders out there that are a little bit richer, courtesy of me.
Yeah?
I tipped them into Caitlin Ford.
Yeah, you did.
40. Shit, that was a good goal.
Yeah, I love that they did it without their star player. Kind of like the Broncos did it without Reynolds. They did it without Kerr again. And
that raw when Sam Kerr, it was like me running out the Ross Oval in grade 12.
Mate, you're kidding me. You know what's fucked is you can actually say that and back it up.
It was like Darren Lockyer running out to Suncorp saying.
Do you know what I compare it to? What kind of? She is literally an icon.
She is.
Sam Kerr is like slowly becoming probably one of the coolest and like well-known Aussie athletes. I wouldn't even say female athletes. One of the most well-known Aussie athletes of all time. You know who I compare her to? I was thinking Kathy Freeman.
Kathy Freeman.
When you see her run out on the field, and I remember back when Kathy did that. She got in that suit.
That one.
I was 5. I remember I was in front of my TV, and how proud does it make you feel?
I had shivers when she was running out last night, and I've never seen her play.
Yeah, no. Well, you're missing out.
I've played with her on FIFA and shit. She's handy on FIFA. She's the cover of FIFA. Yeah. Huge. Mate, when she came on last night, the presence that she has on that field, it's been 20 years since Kathy Freeman ran, and it was also on a Monday night.
Was it really?
Just a little fun fact for you out there. So to have Sam Kerr, she wasn't running the 400, but by G, she was doing things that Kathy would be proud of. That shot she had, fuck, she hit it sweet, didn't she?
They all played well. Who scored the second goal? Rasso?
Rasso kicked the second. That was a blinder. That ball from Mary Fowler.
Oh my God! The first
holy
assist.
Tamora.
Dude, that was special.
That
was special.
When you say I had put the 56 on a string on Sunday, Mary Fowler had that soccer ball.
It was a dime.
Mate, all she had to do, and the best thing was about it, was she nuttied the goalie.
Yeah.
Like, that is just disrespectful 101. I had a mate, actually, J-Bomb, who's a dead ringer to the Denmark goalkeeper. So shout out to Bomber. We were getting stuck into him last night, the big fella. The goalie, she didn't have her best game, did she?
No.
But those Matildas. Yeah. So now we're going for Morocco.
And it's on Saturday. Is it Morocco or France?
No, well, Morocco's playing France tonight.
Yeah, and then we versus the winner.
And then we win the winner. So
and that's here at Suncorp.
Suncorp,
on Saturday.
5 o'clock. Yeah, your balls would be tickling.
By the time you listen to this. Oh no, it'll
be
still,
out tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We're recording, shareholders,
on a Tuesday.
Due to the significance of the weekend. There were a few wounded souls, but wounded
not
no
us,
less.
Not us.
We turn up. We've got healthy carbs.
Yep.
Seems to be the big thing at the moment. Make sure your carbs are good. So shareholders, make sure your carbs are healthy, because the last thing we do is want you guys to go down.
It'll take you a long way. Healthy carbs. Just ask Sam Kerr, ask Kathy Freeman. And they'll tell you, healthy carbs.
She didn't look like she had a sore calf.
No.
What about when she fell down?
That was weird.
Oh my God! I thought we were done. My nutsack.
Yeah. I thought we were done.
I felt that.
Yeah. That was scary. It was in a knee or an ankle? She kind of just twisted it.
All of the above. I think her boots got stuck in something with the Accor Stadium. Good to see, by the way, Accor Stadium sold out.
Did it?
Because you don't get to see it when New South Wales play. No.
And you never will.
75,000 were in the house.
Yeah. Mate, we were packed here after the England game. They played Nigeria and won, and then everyone come back here and just parked up on a Monday and watched the game. It was really good.
That's a great little Monday session.
Really good.
Nonetheless, massive show, shareholders. So we'll be talking all things Broncos, NRL, as you can imagine. There's a few things happening in the world that we're going to touch on because we're turning into a bit of manifestation that we want to mention. We'll have our knob and legend of the week. The Ashes isn't over in terms of knob of the week.
Yeah.
I've got issues there.
Have you?
And just a quick update on Litzy, my horse.
I haven't heard about it for a while.
I haven't heard about it. Good reason too. She's not breaking any speed records. But mate, how about those mighty Bronx?
Oh, they were brilliant. They were brilliant.
This show gets easier when the Bronx just keep doing what they do.
The vibe and the mood in the city gets a lot better too.
Oh shit, it's fantastic.
I got to say, Jock Madden, he really stood up. He surprised me. I think he's settled into that game really well.
Well done, Jock, mate. You've done your apprenticeship. You're playing a bit of Q Cup. Kevy tells me you're playing good footy. And it translated. Reece Walsh, that was a special moment for him. I think he had a loss in the family.
Yeah.
So, Reece, mate, we're thinking of you, big fella.
Yeah.
You did your mate proud. I think it was a family member.
It was his uncle.
Yeah, uncle. So, mate,
Well done.
We love you, Reese. OFD's behind ya. And
No,
Paddy Carrigan.
Number 2.
Paddy Carrigan, what do you want us to do next
Yeah.
for you, brother?
Do you want a hat trick?
I've got a feeling if he gets married, he might want us to do the ceremony
We'll
at
do
this
that.
rate.
We could even just say, look, the Broncos are going to win the grand final. And you heard it here first.
Well, we are
And not the
gonna
last
say it.
time.
I think we've already declared it.
Yeah, we've declared it.
If it's not a Broncos-Panthers final,
I think that's the one that we deserve to see.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love someone to knock off the Panthers.
I love the Wars. I love a Bronx Wars final.
Yeah, we'd love a Broncos.
Do you know what scares me a bit is I feel like I'd rather be playing the Panthers than the Wars. I just think the Wars could really turn up.
Really?
I think that would be a scarier team to play than Panthers.
I tell you,
in the GF. I don't know, just for some reason.
In the GF
Yeah.
where you're talking.
Yeah.
I actually I had a mate send through to me a comparison to the 2015 side
Yeah.
to the 2020. A lot of similarities, but also, differences too.
Read them.
The only constant. Have a guess what the constant was from the 2015 to the 2023 Bronx side. Can you think who played in both teams?
Is there a player?
There is a player.
Oatsy.
Big
Yeah.
Oatsy.
Yeah, fumbled the bag though.
Big Oatsy. But, mate, the big thing's the pack for me.
Yeah.
Okay, like I know we've probably got the Benicettas at the moment. They had Jack Reed and Hodges,
Yeah.
Staggs and Herbie, you've got to say.
Yeah.
In terms of halves.
Two pommies as well. Because Jack Reed was a
Jack
pommy.
Reed.
Yeah. How weird's that?
Way to go,
Yeah,
Saucy.
good pick up.
Is
Yeah.
that like what the Bronx hidden trick is?
Just have one just indigenous freak and then just a pommy all-star. Just what a combo.
It's amazing that the Bronx can find a half-decent pommy.
Yeah.
Because there's a fuckload of them out there that are just total wankers.
Oh, mate.
Starting with that Pierce Morgan. He's a fucking douchebag.
He's outspoken.
But, mate, the other thing was, so you had Jack Reed, the halves. Now, this is a great little matchup. Ben Hunt and Anthony Milford versus Ezra Mann and Adam Reynolds.
Yeah.
Now, I've made it crystal clear that 2015 Anthony Milford, with all due respect to Ezra.
Oh, no, Milf then.
Milf then, that
was unbelievable, his season.
Now, the big one is, do you go Ben Hunt or Adam Reynolds? I'm leaning towards Adam Reynolds. And you've got to go with where they were at that time. None of this bullshit, Ben Hunt as a 9. I want Ben Hunt as a 7 in 2015.
Yeah. Well, they all say that they wouldn't have got there without him.
No,
so you got to think about it.
McCulloch and Billy Walters.
Oh, wow.
Two very similar players. There wasn't much, they dazzle with them, but just did a job.
Not super attacking players, although Billy, I feels like getting a bit more confident having darts out of 9, and I reckon he's going to go over soon. He's getting close and he's putting people through. Like he set up Paddy for that try.
He set up Paddy, yeah. Something people don't realise about Billy, and it was only brought to my attention recently. Billy actually was a 7.
Yeah, he was.
Let's just remember this. Now, he's only been playing 9 for a few years now, so his ceiling's he's got a lot to go.
I think he played a bit of 9. He was 14.
14,
yeah, with Harry Grant at the Tigers.
For the Tigers, yeah. Which, doesn't get to
good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I'll take you to the front row. We had Sammy Thaiday and Adam Blair.
Yeah, that's right.
And Adam Blair was a gun.
That was his last sort of...
Hoorah.
Yeah.
And then big Tommy Flegler and Payne Haas.
Yeah.
Now, I think you obviously Payne's a lock.
Yeah.
Now, where you go with those three?
I like Fleggy. I rate Fleggy.
I know what you mean.
His aggressions. I'd pick Payne and Fleggy.
Now, this is where this back row is as close to was what you're going to get. And there's another... It's fucked how similar these teams when you think about
Alex, Glenn and Ricky, 2 Kiwis.
Bingo. Yeah. And then Matt Gillette and Kirk Capewell.
What the fuck? 2
country boys that just do a job.
Yeah.
And then
that's so
Corey
weird.
Parker and Carrigan.
What the fuck?
Brother.
Two skippers? Like, all
do you know what I
Carrigan,
mean?
the future skipper.
So
and one club players probably.
Yeah. So our big lesson is from this. I'll read you through the benches just
Yeah,
quickly because
yeah.
this is where it gets a little wayward.
Mitchell Dodds. Yeah.
Dodds. Dodsy, who you would have never heard of again in your life. Jared Wallace, Joe Offengelli, and Cody Nicarima.
Yeah.
Up against Brendan Pikakura. Yeah, bingo. Kobe Hetherington, Martin Tupau.
Yeah.
And Tyson Smoothie, but
could be Corey Pay.
could be Corey. It will be Corey Pay.
You reckon?
He's better than Tyson Smoothie.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure Kevy dropped him.
No, I thought he was injured. Did he drop Pakesy?
I think he dropped Pakesy.
At one point, I was taking Pakesy over Billy.
Yeah.
So what my biggest takeaway from this is that if we follow this 2015 model, which we will,
Yeah.
Bronx are heading to the final, and we need to get Adam Reynolds practicing catching kickoffs immediately because that's going to be our kryptonite.
Oh, man.
So, Skipper, if you're listening, Reno, mate, just call
We'll put
me.
a few up for you.
I'll head down to Red Hill and we'll start just doing kickoff practice, brother, just so we don't put the mock on you.
In all seriousness, that is actually fucked.
It's crazy.
The similarities in that.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I guess probably the only. Oh no! Well, I was going to say Boyd and Walsh, real different players. But Boyd is coaching Walsh at the Bronx,
And from all reports, he's
doing
been
well.
outstanding. You know what's also? I was going to say Jordan Carr, who's a Kiwi, and Jesse Arthurs is a Kiwi.
Wow.
But this is crazy. There's a model going down at Red Hill. Dave Donahue.
I love the centers, but like
yeah, that's why.
You know.
And Justin Hodges and Stagsy, I believe, are both Aboriginal as well.
Yeah, and then the two English centers. That is.
So there's
weird.
a formula.
There's probably like 5 or 6 English players in the NRL.
Yeah, there's a formula.
Right,
so I'm assuming the Bronx will just start looking at Pommy centres once Herbie leaves.
Yeah.
Sammy Burgess just is coaching the Warrington Wolves.
Is he?
Yeah, he's taking his talents back
Over
to
to
the
the Super
UK.
League,
yeah, so good on you, Sammy.
Alf's old team, Warrington.
Yeah. So good luck to him. He'll be back. He'll get a coach.
I reckon he'll play he'll have an NRL gig. Yeah.
Yeah, at this rate, Tigers will probably throw a hand out there. They once again, the Tigers should have won.
Yeah.
OFD is cheering. I mean, I know you can't stand the Tigers, but I've got a little soft spot for
no
those.
No way,
man.
There's no way at all. Like they just
don't know how to win.
They don't do it for me.
They just don't know how to win. They're fighting the good fight. They went down to Canberra on the weekend and it wasn't to be.
Yeah. Good. Like who cares?
I want the mighty Tigers to. I'd love Madge to take the helm again. I love Madge.
He tried.
What else was... All right, so I've got an issue, okay? And it started on Thursday night, right? Roosters versus Manly, okay? Now, Nathan Brown, you saw what went down there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, let's not start sending people off because they run out of the line with intent.
See, you don't go out on the field not trying to hurt someone.
What the fuck are you doing when you run out of the line? When a coach says to you, righto, Nathan Brown, mate, I want you to run out of the line. He doesn't tell you to run out of the line slowly.
But who's come up with that rule?
The ref.
That screams I've never played a game of footy in my life because I you run out of the line to literally metaphorically take someone's head off. You want to fucking hurt him and put him on the ground.
Mate, I've got it. I wrote this down. This was his quote. He ran out of the line with intent.
And his feet went off the ground or some shit he said?
Yeah, 1 foot. Now, you tell that to Eddie Jones. I bet you Eddie Jones would hope all 15 Wallabies run out of the line with intent because, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got him high.
He did hit him high,
It's 10 in the bin.
Yeah.
But it ain't.
It's probably not a week.
Yeah, it's just all over the shot, man. So, we've got to get this right because it's just causing... The fans aren't liking it.
Wasn't there another one?
Well, yeah, Burgess got done.
Yeah.
But his was weird. He, chested him high. Because his chest is running into
It looked worse than probably what it was. Yeah.
And then Mo Fodawaker, his was bad. He got
I saw that. That's right. Yeah.
And then our mate, the biggest dipshit to play rugby league, Jerome Luai, shoulders Nelson Solifamona. and gets
Solifamona.
call him what you boy. I call him
Mate.
Big Nelson. He got a $3,000 slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Now, if Nelson shoulders Jerome Luai,
It's the other way around.
which Nelson, if you're listening,
Please
brother,
do it.
we'd be happy for you.
We
too.
advocate for that.
Yeah, we'll get you on the couch if you can. We'd be stoked.
Yeah, we would.
But do you know what I mean?
Preferably do it before we play the Panthers and the GF.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, Nelson, what do you want, big fella?
Yeah.
We'd get him an OFD cap once we release it. Or
I was going to say we'll give him a single fin hat.
Yeah, we'll give him something. But that was my little takeaway. This, like, let's not start sending people off now, right at
Yeah.
the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't do it all year,
And
so
now-
stick to it.
yeah.
Also, touch judges in NRL, we knew they were pointless.
Oh, mate.
Can that
That was a clanger.
can the touchy from the Raiders game
Yeah.
just call me? Just call me because I want to do an eye test. Because, mate, that was so far forward.
I feel like they both were. Like he passed it forward.
He passed it forward and then
it
got
got
tip on
tapped
forward.
So pick one.
So what are you
Pick one
doing?
and stick with it, bruh.
I've got a feeling he might have had Sam Crisp anytime.
Do you reckon?
Do you reckon he had Sam
he
Crisp?
might have had a little sidey.
and he just said, "Run, son. Just go. I've got you."
Do you know what would be possibly one of the easiest jobs in the world is being a touchy? Like, what are you doing? You're looking for if they go out, if their foot goes out, or there's a foot pass.
Well, I'll tell you, they're doing sweet FA.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, because I don't know what they're doing.
Sweet far.
You're right, because all he's got to do, the bunker's there for half the shit.
You got one eye on the sideline and one eye on the fucking forward passes.
Yeah, I don't know what he was looking at.
What do you think about?
Do you reckon there was I don't know what caught his eye, maybe a bird flying?
What do
I'm
you-
not sure
oh,
what he's into.
Jesus
Mate,
Christ.
those touches, they're
bird
weird
watchers?
units.
What do you
yeah.
think about the going back to the video rest for forward passes?
I don't know why technology can't call that.
Well-
like, when it's that obvious,
Yeah.
all it takes is a little, hello, you there? Yeah, forward
Well,
pass.
if you're looking at the game and you've never watched it before, the main rule is you got to pass the ball backwards. And if you watched a try scored and you see the ball go forward and it's a forward pass, you'd go, well, it's a forward pass. Like, you can see that it is. So call it back.
yeah,
Like, why are we playing it on? Why is it play on?
I don't know. If that happened in a grand final,
You'd be livid.
and that guy cost the Broncos a grand final, I'd send all shareholders after that touchy.
Yeah.
And I'd say, boys and girls, because I know we got some female shareholders, do what you have to do, because we, as OFD, have got enough lawyers out there through shareholders to save you.
Grab his nutsack.
But you squirrel grip the
Squirrel
living
grip him.
shit out of that touchy. You squirrel grip.
You know what's crazy is it'll happen one day. Don't manifest it.
Oh, shit. That's right. We are
The kings of manifestation.
We are the kings of manifestation. And there was a Saucy brought to my attention. And it wasn't Saucy. It was another mate of mine, Heavies. Poor Took Miller.
Oh, Tukey.
He got done in the
Yeah.
end. And I think the AFL, little did we know here at OFD how much pulling power we've got in these places. But the AFL listened to our episode last week, and they realised how much we emphasised that the squirrel grip is back.
Yeah.
And they jumped on it and they said, hang on a second.
We can't have that flying.
We cannot have squirrel gripping
Grip it.
taking over.
Yeah.
Gripping.
We can't-
We
we
can't
can't
have it taking over our competition right now.
We can't let it have a stranglehold on the AFL. We can't let it cut off the circulation of the great games AFL.
This isn't good for our
No,
brand.
they can't have it.
So they've banned Tukey, and this is what I'm saying with manifestation. Whatever shareholders need right now, just dial in. We are happy to bring it to life.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, what I'm trying to bring to life is the speed of my horse, Litzy. Because it ran last
Oh,
week.
mate. You need something more than that.
It could still be running the 1,000 metres at Bathurst for all I know. This thing, now let me just keep in mind, shareholders, it did come fifth and there were 9 runners. I think we got $45 prize money.
Oh, man. 45. Shit, that'll go a long way.
So
That'll pay for a day's worth of grain.
The fuck thing is Kieran Maher has just been awarded the top trainer. He won the trainer premiership in Australia. Okay.
Shot Kieran.
Now, what with that, and congratulations to Kieran and the team. With that, it turns out that fees increase. Well, Kieran, when we've got a horse coming fifth at Bathurst in a maiden and the prize money's $45, bruh, I don't think we can increase these prices. So Derby Racing's got in contact with us because they're clearly not blind, which is good. And they've realised that Litzy won't be heading to the Everest anytime soon. So we're having a stable change. Yeah, that's right. We're leaving town and we're moving to Dubbo.
Dubbo?
Yeah. We're leaving Warwick Farm and Litzy is off to Dubbo. So our new trainer, it hasn't been pen to paper yet, but it'll be Clint Lintonholm, one of the top country trainers. Clint, mate, we're happy to have you on board.
Clint Lintonholm.
Yeah.
Nice name.
Yeah, great name. Yeah, CL. So, Clinty, mate, we're happy to have him on board. Can you just let her win a fucking race?
Yeah.
Mate, watching that thing, she looked so good in the mounting yard, and that was the closest thing I could say to good.
Have you ever thought about getting on the back of it? I mean, you're about what? 60 ringing wet.
Oh, I'd be a top
toppy.
jockey. Yeah. If I was going to ride it, would be a toppy.
Yeah.
And we all love toppies. Like, everyone loves having a punt on a toppy.
You've got the voice for it to be a jockey.
Fuck off.
You drink like one. Why don't you do it?
Mate, if I
Get in the silks?
If I got on a jockey, I would hate to know why my nuts would look at the end of that. They would be so painfully bruised up.
Yeah.
I'd love to get behind a jockey, but my concern is I'd get bucked off so quick.
I reckon you can do it.
I got not
Shareholders,
Here we go.
should Berkey get on the back of Litzy and ride her home?
Righto, this is what I'll do for you. If the Matildas win the World Cup, I'll try and do my
mate.
jockey apprenticeship.
This
Shit.
this is out there now.
Yeah, it's out there. I will do what I can to get on board Litzy. It might just be a little. Could it just be a parade?
You know they got potentially 3 wins and they've won the World Cup. That's all.
Yeah, and I'm backing them to the hills. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm so keen to get on Litzy. Because if I've got to get on Litzy to get her home, I will.
If you get on the back of that girl, is it a girl?
Yeah, it's a filly.
Mate,
It's a filly.
I'll lose my marbles.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
literally lose my marbles.
tell you what-
If you become a jockey,
I tell you what, if you looked at the form guide and Litzy was running at Dubbo on a Tuesday and you saw that she was the toppy and you saw S. Burke was on board with 65.5 kgs, I reckon you'd get 30 to 1.
what do you weigh now?
I'd be close to 80.
Yeah,
I'm taking
I
the
don't know
piss.
about that.
I don't know what I'd be. I'd be over 70.
just.
I'm right where you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Not much weight in those calves.
Oh, they're bullshit. That's what keeps the calves in good nick. But anyway, kids, I'll keep you posted with that. We're heading to Dubbo, and big things are happening. The Dubbo Cup is where, if Litzy runs in the Dubbo Cup, OFD will get a bus out there.
And we'll get on it.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah, we'll get on it. I'm going to fucking smash it.
Speaking of getting on it, this Friday, treating myself, going to the Bronx Eels at the Gabba, finally.
You're off to the Bronx Eels.
Yeah, can't wait either. I want to see what the Gabba's putting out.
What it has to offer.
Yeah. Where should I go beforehand?
Pineapple.
The Piney? Yeah.
Pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be different you taking your talents to the other side.
Yeah.
That's
Be
good.
fun.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Do they go after you?
Who?
The owners of Pineapple. Do you reckon
Nah.
there's no bad blood?
I think the old fella knows him, his mates, and then there's no
really?
bad blood in the pub game, mate.
No, I know.
I think they're all
I'm just
pals.
trying to stir up the public.
I know ya. Nah, it'll be good fun. Be really good fun. So if you see me, shareholders, you know what's crazy? There's been a few shareholders that go, love the potty, mate.
Yeah,
They've been bumping in and giving us little
Don't
pointers.
stop
and,
either.
yeah.
If you see us out and about,
Say g'day.
just say g'day.
I'll have a beer.
Fuck yeah, I'll have a beer with you.
Yeah. Piney, Friday.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I got some tickets.
Yeah,
I got some spare tickets.
Friday
What are you doing?
night, nah, not available Friday night.
Yeah, right. You're not sitting with me.
No, I wouldn't want to sit with you, mate. I'd get shit thrown at me because you'd start abusing the bloke beside me or something.
All right, pal. You can't be chirping after the Friday you just had.
Oh, shit. Mate, I'm walking around with a bag over my head at this rate. They're coming after me from all angles. Now, let's get into my legend and knob of the week, okay? Now, you want me to kick off with my legend or knob? I'll go with my legend.
Surprise me, yeah.
I'll go with my legend.
Yeah.
Now, this is a pleasure, and it was a no-brainer. My legend of the week, gee whiz, that was a bit of a tongue twister. Let's do that again, kids. My legend of the week is the mighty Hawthorn Football Club.
Okay.
The Poos and Wees, my team. They pulled off one of the greatest upsets of the year on the weekend.
Just 1 second.
Okay.
Your team.
My team.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you own a Collingwood jersey.
No, I don't own a Collingwood jersey.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I've seen you support Collingwood.
No.
You're a fucking Brisbane Lion. And now you're throwing out Hawthorn. Pick one.
I'm Hawthorn,
You
mate.
turncoat.
Mate, if
I wouldn't have started this podcast with you if I knew you were a fucking turncoat.
Mate, if you saw my wardrobe, it just bleeds
Shut up.
yellow and brown.
It does not.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. Do you want me to go on?
You got brown in your dacks. I know that.
Oh, that's part of the next story. Anyway, so Hawthorn, they beat the Pies. Now, I had the pleasure of watching the game on Saturday with one of the biggest Pies fans I know, Simo. Now, to dust that prick up was no sweeter than it was on Saturday. Okay, just to give you a little context, Saucy, because I know you don't follow your AFL.
Yeah, not overly.
Hawthorn are coming 16th, so they're
Okay.
coming third last, right? They just got we're rebuilt.
Didn't they
right?
just sack the coach?
No, yeah, he quit.
He quit. Yeah, he got told to
we
leave.
moved on.
He got asked to leave.
Sam Mitchell's taken the realm, one of the greats. Now, Collingwood are like the Panthers this year. They've been standouts the whole year. Experts are declaring them.
And everyone hates him.
Hates them.
Yeah, I've tipped him. I got on him at the. All I need is them and the Bronx to win the Grondies, and
Oh, well, there you
Cha-ching.
go. So, Hawks dusted them, but not only dusted them, pulled their pants over and bent them over.
yeah, right.
And it was an absolute pleasure because my mate was feeding me and feeding me and feeding me. And guess who had the last laugh?
Samuel Burke.
The big fella.
Yeah, the beak.
So the beak. So that's my legend of the week. Hawthorn fans, stick with them. You got a hell of a side there.
They looking good for next season or what?
They're looking good. We'll also give a quick shout out. This was also going to be my legend of the week. The Australian netball team
Yeah, they beat England.
beat England in
Yeah.
the World Cup. That's
Yeah.
their 12th World Cup. Congratulations. I know we've got a few shareholders that play for the Firebirds.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, so
Ruby.
we love netball here at OFD.
I don't know if OFD's her vibe though.
No, it wouldn't be a vibe.
She's not about drama off field.
No, she's
She's
clean.
a straight shooter.
Oh, that's all
Ruby.
right.
And that's why she's an opal. She is an opal for that reason.
So shout out to the women's netball team.
Unreal.
It's a hell of a
Unbelievable.
performance.
Yeah.
Now, let's get on to my knob of the week.
Can't wait.
Okay. Now, the Ashes might be over for some,
Yeah.
but here at OFD, we've got to crown a knob of the week. And the England cricket team, brah fucking oh. Because you blokes are the biggest fucking hypocrite wankers. What other adjectives can I go with to describe those dicks across over in the UK?
Just pooey.
To fucking not let us into the change rooms after it's been one of the great Ashes series of our generation.
It was good. It had everything.
Like, grow up.
Do you reckon that was a bit of Baz?
Yeah. Old mate across the ditch is
Yeah.
filthy that we pantsed him when he played for the Kiwis, and now he's taken that shit to England. Hey, Baz McCullum, I loved you, mate, because you named your horses after a horse. Be funny if he named his...
You named your horses after a horse?
He used to name his bats after race horses.
Yeah, right.
So he had a horse called Wings, and imagine if he had a horse called Litzy, a bat called Litzy. Why do I keep saying horse collar?
You got horses because you're thinking about being a jockey.
Yeah, I need to get that out of my head. Now, England, you blokes are a bunch of cowards, all right? They are so stuck up in their own world right now. They won 2 test matches. You didn't win the Ashes. You lost.
It rained and we retained.
Stokesy, you dropped the ball. You challenged it. You're a dumb fuck.
And then spat in his face.
Okay? And then, what was all that about? Yeah, old Sammy Sprinkler over here, but Sammy Stokesy.
Sammy Stokesy. Stokesy the sprinkler.
Now, the best thing about, and this is what I love about sport, right, is respect and, mateship and any other words I can go with there. When you have a yarn with someone after the game, shake hands like you've just belted him. But
sportsmanship.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
It encompasses it all.
That's what it all. Now, that English cricket team had none of that.
Yeah. Well, apparently they said they went out to a nightclub afterwards. They didn't have one in the change rooms.
Oh, yeah, because having a beer at the nightclub's real private.
Yeah.
How the fuck can I have a chat with Ben Stokes at a nightclub about the game?
They weren't chatting.
When I've got bloody, I don't know, Fisher DJing in the background going,
One of the better reasons you'd play cricket at that level is to go into the change rooms and sit down and have a beer with your other skipper like Cummins and Stokes, because that's what everyone's done before you.
Cut the shit, man.
Go to the nightclub any other fucking day of the week.
Yeah, and do what you want to do. I don't know. Go over and I've got to watch myself what I say here. So I'll pull the pin. But you know where I'm going, shareholders. So England cricket team, you should be embarrassed.
And ashamed.
Ashamed. You lost. I'm so sick. Now they... Kevin Peterson, he wants a 7-game series now.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck KP. Mate, we'll be playing a 13-game series if we had it.
Isn't he South African?
Yeah, he's South African. So this is what I'm saying. You lost, go have a beer, maybe get on a knee and skull one together if you've got to.
We'll see you in 2 time.
Even if you want, do a bubbler together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go Todd Carney style.
What really shits me, bud, is we won the first 2, right? You should have turned up in the first 2. Oh. Fair enough, the third one, you might have won it, but we also might have won the fucking last one if it wasn't rained out.
Seriously.
So relax.
And
you didn't win more than three games, and you needed to.
And it helps when the umpires, when you've got to replace a ball, the umpires
that was a load of shit.
The umpires have got 10 brand new rocks ready to be picked from.
That was a load of shit.
I laughed at that, along with Australia. Like, fair income. Imagine bowling, was it 30 overs or 20 overs, and then the ball's a little... Imagine if we could, after 60 overs, go, hey, mate, there's a little dint in that. Do you mind if we just borrow a brand new shiner?
Get fucked.
Turn it up.
I agree.
So that's my knob of the week. Bravo to the England team. I can't wait until they come to Australia, because when they come to Australia...
There's no mercy.
There is going to be so many shareholders that we just say we go as one.
We won't forget what happened.
And we will come after the lot of you.
Yeah. No, I like what you said. That is one of the better Ashes series of all time.
Oh, it was a cracker.
Had everything.
And like, I'd love to have a beer with that the opener. What's his name? Like, who's the dickhead that has the gloves? Old mate that we ran out.
Who?
The dude who keeps.
Oh, Bairstow. I like Bairstow. That's what I mean. I like Johnny Bairstow. And I like Stokesy too. I actually don't mind Stokesy.
They're not bad blokes, but they look like dicks.
Yeah. No, I actually, they're the 2 I really like.
Like right now, they are...
Apparently Bairstow can sing piss.
Oh, yeah. I think
apparently he loves it.
He's old
he
school.
He looks like it. Yeah. He looks like he can have a few.
Which is up our alley for you and I. And this is what I mean. Like right now, they're walking around with strap-on dildos on their forehead. Do you know what I mean? They look like total dicks.
They're knobs.
That's why you're knob of the week.
Yeah.
So we'll send you over a strap-on dildo, or the lot of you. You can put it over your heads, walk around and have fun. But bravo to the English cricket team.
Yeah.
And up Australia.
Attaboy.
Once again, just another sporting event that we won.
That we're better at.
Yeah, that's right. Righto. Now, a news article came across my desk during the week, which I was... quite intrigued by, because it was something that I wasn't familiar with, nor did I think it added up. So let me just start reading you bits of what it had to say. It starts with, big night ends at Mango Tree. Talk about laugh. Caxton Hotel proprietor Steve Farquhar, who has been on a bit of a health kick lately, took time out to have a few drinks with 3 good mates. Now, should I go on, Saucy, or can you just kind of fill me in here?
I'll fill you in, mate. I don't know how the fuck you got this, but you've done your research. You've done some research.
Mate, Stevie might have sent it to me. I don't know.
So,
A shareholder's found it.
back in the day, was 2003. Dad he'd been on the sauce, I think, at the pub, and come home. And back in those days, it was 5 a.m. So he'd be open till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I think the Wallabies had played the night before. I don't know if it was here or whatever, but it ended up being a big night.
So he was well and truly.
He was well and
in his
truly.
work.
Yeah, he was in his work in both ways.
And we know Stevie doesn't shy away from a good time.
Not back then. Anyway, and then I think he had some old footy mates that were here, and they were fire brigade. They're in what are they called? Fireys.
Firefighters.
And so I, as I was a bit adventurous as a young 8-year-old, and would love climbing our mango tree. We had this massive mango tree. Still have it.
Yeah, nice.
And I got stuck.
No, you didn't.
Proper stuck. So the one question I get asked is, how the fuck did you get up without being able to get down? And I was up there and I freaked out and couldn't get down. And I'm yelling out to Mum, going, screaming, crying, I'm stuck. And she comes out, wakes Dad up. He's dusty as all hell.
Oh, he would have been in a bad way.
They call the fire brigade.
What time was this?
Oh, early,
like
probably.
6?
Yeah, not that early. I don't think. And
like, you've woken up and decided that you're going to be a little monkey and go mango tree climbing.
Mango climbing.
Okay.
And
old Tarzan over here.
Yeah, and I've got into it and fucking couldn't get out. They've called the fire brigade, and it's the same fireys rock up to the house to get me out.
Oh my God.
As the same ones that were on the piss with Steve. And they thought they go, is this a G up?
Yeah.
And because when they got there, he's out the front with Mum waiting. He's out the back, and they're like, "No, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean?"
Where's Steve? Steve's got his head
Steve's
in the toilet bowl.
Yeah, Steve's in his undies out the front, fucking
hungover
as shit. And he goes, "No, my son is literally in our mango tree, stuck about 20 meters up in the air."
Fuck, so you were right up there.
Oh, it's a huge one. Yeah, it's a huge mango tree. Yeah, I was up there with the mangoes. I'm in the bats, and anyway, they got me, but I like kind of slipped and was freaking, like half hanging on, like one leg was over it, the other one was dangling, and like I nearly fell. And this guy's gotten up there and then got me down, and it's all sorted. And it made me, I don't know, mate. That's just bloody...
Good to know that our firefighters, they're as sober as anything when they come to get you.
There's no day off for a firing.
Hey, what? So those firefighters, talk about a lucky gig for them. They knocked off at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
They've been on the gas. And rather than thinking that they're trying to, like, save someone, they've just got a little 8-year-old fucker that's
Just
sitting in a
screaming
mango
and crying,
tree.
yeah. In his fucking Wallabies jersey.
Well, did you see a couple of ripe mangoes and you thought, why not?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Were you after a mango smoothie?
A little bit, yeah.
I love a mango smoothie.
Mango daiquiri.
The things I do right now to punish a mango
A mango dac.
they are, and let me be crystal clear about this, they are the drink of the summer.
Yeah, they are. They should be.
Like, there's going to be plenty of mango daiquiris flying around in a month or two.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Summer's very close.
Yeah. Not far at all, actually. I fucking can't wait for a mango dac. That's just in my mind.
I can't believe you've taken us completely off topic there, but I don't
Mango
mind
tree
it.
and a mango dac.
Mango tree. Imagine if you were imagine if, little did you know, Stevie was still on one and was like, Sterling, I want a mango dac, and just sent you up the tree.
Bring him down to the blender.
And then went back to bed, pretended like he had nothing to do with it. While your mum's freaking out.
No, that article, I remember, Mum clipped it out and fucking still had it. I don't know how the fuck. Yeah.
That'd be like 17 years ago.
2003, so I was a young 8-year-old.
So you've still got that
20 years ago.
that mango tree?
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
no.
the thing is there was 2 of them, and I got real adventurous and went to the left one. Never used to climb in that one, and then that's when I got stuck in.
I'd love to know how far you could climb today.
I don't know.
10 metres?
Probably scarred me a bit getting fucking stuck.
I would hate that.
Yeah, mate, it was terrifying.
Were you a little bit of a climber back in the day?
I loved it. I still like to have ropes and shit and swing from tree to tree. If I fell too, I'd probably be died.
Oh, yeah, it'd be game over.
Fucking.
There'd be no OFD.
There'd be no OFD.
So thank God. Hey, I'll tip my hat off to those firefighters that came and got you. They were hungover as all hell, but they
Barry,
still...
I think it was Barry Lafferty.
Yeah, good on you,
Thanks,
Laffo.
Barry.
Yeah, right. Well, look, talking about that, so you had a terrifying moment when you were 8 years old. I had a terrifying, fuck, bro, my vocabulary.
It's never good.
Those Don Hooligans.
The 1942.
1942 Don Hooligans. What do they call it?
Don Hooligans.
Don Hooligans.
Don Julio.
Don Julios. Mate, they're still in my system.
They've
'cause
scrambled you.
I can't say right at the moment. So, look, you had a terrifying story when you were 8. Mate, I had a terrifying story last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Now, I was getting ready to go out. Well, I had dinner coming up with Dad, which I always do, and then it follows it up with Touch.
This is crazy.
Now, this is wild. I told this to Saucy at Touch because I was still fucking buzzing. So, at about 5 o'clock, someone starts buzzing my apartment. Now, my roommate's renowned for getting, he'll just have people just rock up to like fix shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So some dude starts buzzing up to my apartment, and I'm looking at this character, and he's wearing like a Ralph Lauren cap. He's got a silver necklace around his neck, plain white shirt.
Trouble.
And then a couple of Woolies bags around his shoulder. But then behind him, he's got a ladder. And so I'm like, right, what's this fucker here for? Like, is he fixing a painting? What's he doing?
Yeah.
So I let it buzz, and I'm like, nah, this dude looks real fucking dodgy. I ain't letting him in. Buzzes again. And I've texted my roommate and I've said, mate, there's a bloke buzzing up. Do you have anyone that's like here to fix shit? And he goes, no, don't let him in. By this point, I've actually already let him in. So I'm like, fuck. So I quickly run to the door and I lock the door. And then I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm fucking pacing around going, holy shit. 5 minutes later, I hear this bloke trying to break into the house. Now, when I say break in, I mean opening the door and then trying to put keys in the door. By this point, I'm on the other balcony.
And he wasn't lost.
Wasn't lost.
Yeah.
I'm shitting myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm calling my mate going, mate, that bloke that you said don't let up, well, I fucked up and I've let him up.
He's up.
And now he's trying to break in. And my mate's like, no, just chill. He's not breaking in. And I'm like, brother.
Oh, mate, he'd be freaking out
this
too.
Dude
just
is
chill.
Literally trying to break in. So then I tell him to call concierge downstairs.
Did you say that through the door?
No, because he was like, just open the door. I'm like, you want me to open the door? I was ready to grab a knife and think, righto, Samuel, if you're ever going to stab someone,
this is going to be the day.
this is it, brother. So look for your little wasabi life. So I'm shitting myself. So then I tell him to call concierge and I say, mate, you need to get concierge to come up and check if there's still anyone outside my thing because I can't go anywhere at this point. I think it's.
Were you holding the door closed?
No,
just
I had
in
it
case?
locked. I just had it locked. Mate,
I'd have had a hand on the lock.
My big body, mate. I don't know how much I was stopping.
I would have put something in front of it. I would have got Marley and the guard dogs there.
I didn't have the guard, mate. I was shitting myself. So then I'm calling my mate and I'm saying, mate, I need you to get them up there. Anyway, 10 minutes comes around and he gets a call from the concierge. There's no one up there. So I go, okay, sweet. So this dude's left. So then I get in the lift, go downstairs, and I start running around the block to try and find this fucker.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to find him. He's walking around with a ladder.
The ladder's weird.
The ladder's weird because the way I took it was he's coming up pretending to be a tradie.
And Robin with his two little fucking cold
because
bags.
if you're a trader, you're not just letting yourself into a house. You're knocking first.
Yeah, at least wear a high-vis, bruh.
Bruh.
You can get away with anything in a high-vis.
Don't roll in with a Ralph Lauren cap and a fucking
chain.
silver necklace.
Yeah.
Like, good on you, G. Anyway,
learn how to dress if you want to rob.
Yeah, wrong drip, bruh. Anyway, I'm then running around and I can't find him. So then I walk into the concierge.
What a shock.
Yeah, I walk into the concierge and I go, "Hey mate, hey, did you find that guy?" And this guy is this pommy fella, African American. He's like, "Nah, bruh." And I'm like, "Sorry?" And he's like, I was like, "There's a dude walked in here," because there's two buildings. I was like, "Has a dude walked in here with a ladder?" And he's like, "Nah." And I'm like, "Right." I was like, "Were you the brother that went upstairs to check?" And he's like, "Yeah." And this guy's as cool as a cucumber. And I go, "Well, are you familiar with the story?" And he goes, "What story?" I was like,
"Oh, no.
You realise you just came up because I felt like I was getting broken into." He goes, yeah, I'm aware. I was like, "Mate, you're giving me nothing right now." And his response is, "I'm impartial." And I go, "You're impartial? You're meant to be looking after this apartment block and you have a tenant that is just called to saying you are getting robbed in broad daylight."
What's to be impartial about? What, you don't mind if I get robbed or me not getting robbed? What are you impartial?
I respond back, I go, "Is this an inside job that I'm not aware of? Like, are you in on this? Because I am freaking out right now."
The inside job.
So I call T and I go, "Mate, this concierge couldn't be more relaxed if I tried." Because I said to him, "Mate, do you have CCTV footage?" He goes, "Yeah, I do." I said, "Can I look through it?" He goes, "No,
they don't let you.
We can't go back." And I go, "Well, that's fantastic." So anyway, my mate's filing a police report. I go, "Mate, we need to call someone else because concierge down here is impartial, so I'm not going to get much from him." So then I've got the police on the phone and I'm running back CCTV footage. Oh, sorry, I'm talking to body corporate or the building managers. I'm giving them time slots and all this stuff. Anyway, I had dinner with Dad. I needed to get to dinner with Dad. I was late at this point. Dinner was at 6. I'm still talking to Mr. Impartial downstairs, getting sweet FA.
That is crazy.
Crazy. So then Dad calls me and I go out for dinner with Dad. Now, we went to some faux joint in New Farm, okay?
Speak to me.
On Commercial Road. Now, this is where it just gets out of control. Now, I'm telling Dad the story about what's gone down and he's got a bottle of wine there and I'm just buzzing. Like, I'm like, "Dad, like, I'm fucking..."
You got a bit of adrenaline.
I thought...
You were thinking about shanking him.
It was all over, Dad. Anyway...
Then you're speaking about Mr. Impartial. Fuck me.
I'm telling Dad
that sent me.
Mate, that was like a movie. I felt like I was in like a Seinfeld episode with Mr. Impartial. Anyway... Dad goes, "What do you want?" So I order a couple of those lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
Now I'm
eating
eating these lettuce wraps, right? And when I'm eating these lettuce wraps, I've got this really weird smell coming across my nose.
Yeah.
And I eat it and I kind of let it go and I'm thinking, "Oh, maybe it's the lettuce." Now I eat another one and I'm like, "Fuck, that smells like shit." And I'm eating it and it smelt like asshole. I've realised, I think I've shat myself or something where my fingers smelt like my ass. What? So I'm eating dinner with Dad, freaking out, but smelling like... Bro, it was fucked. I told Ella and I was like, that was the most disturbing dinner because I thought someone had farted at the dinner table.
It's just shit fingers burp.
It turned out that I was so much shitting myself that I think that like something's happened throughout the course of the last 45 minutes.
So you literally shit yourself?
I don't know if I'd shat myself, but there had been something to cause scent on my fingers. Like I wasn't running around with a turd in my undies.
I'm baffled.
Mate, it was wild.
You literally shit.
I think I might have like farted on my fingers or something. What? I don't know, man. But I was eating these lettuce wraps, talking to Dad in the face, while just sniffing. It was just horrible, just horrible.
Oh, that poor feed too.
Oh, bro! And then I had to go and play touch. So
you telling me that I touched the footy that you basically
hang on,
turd finger then, Sam over here.
So then when I finished dinner, my roommate calls me and goes, "Oh mate, by the way, I just got off the phone to Body Corporate and that was their tradie that they'd organised. He was just for the wrong apartment."
Oh, you're kidding.
And I just said, are you taking the absolute piss? So
I've literally just shit myself.
He was meant to go to
because of...
Yeah. I've just spent the last hour with Dad eating lettuce wraps, smelling my own asshole, when this dude was meant to be at he was meant to be at Unit 1 and we're Unit 3 on our level.
Well, hold on. Did he have a key
he had
or what?
a key for Unit 1.
All right. Well, that makes more sense
So-
because I'm thinking, is he jimmying the...
Yeah. So that's
lot.
what I'm thinking. So he's trying to get into Unit 1, thinking it's Unit 1, but it's Unit 3.
Mate.
Little does he know, the bloke's in the apartment, doors shut, knife in hand, ready
to fucking shake.
ready to jab this
Bro,
brother.
what? Mate, you know what I'd be doing? I'd be going straight down to fucking concierge, Mr. Impartial, and going, hey, pal, sort out your schedule and know what's fucking going on because I was about to kill someone and I also shat on my fingers. Have a fucking whiff, bruh, Mr. Impartial. I'll give you Impartial and smell my fucking shit.
Do you know how it ended? When I left Mr. Impartial to go to dinner, I said, hey, mate, you've been a lot of help. Hopefully I can just smoke whatever you've been smoking because you are so chilled, my man.
Like, he's got 5 things to do at that joint too in that whole day. His day would consist of literally a list of shit, and one of them should be smelling your fingers. He's got 5 things probably. Like, hey, let in this guy and make sure he goes to the right level.
Dude,
He basically would have been an accomplice or an accessory to you killing him.
Well, it was turns out it was his second day. So I
okay.
said, if we're going to put in a review, he's clearly failed because he's got no...
He's impartial. Mate, how do you feel about losing your job? I'm impartial.
I'm impartial. Mate, you couldn't script it. Like, that's what I said to him. I thought I was like, you think I'm taking the piss right now? Because here I am in my apartment shitting myself, knife in hand.
Literally and figuratively shitting yourself.
And meanwhile, he thinks he's just gone up there and there's no one there. Like, did he think I was pranking him?
Maybe.
Fuck off, Mr. Impartial. If you're listening, you're putting your hand up for Knob of the Week. And he's a Pommy as well.
Yeah, right, that tells
Pommies and Knobs of the Week.
That tells you it all, bro.
So that was my little thing. So there's any stories out there about feeling like you're getting robbed in broad daylight, mate, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
But what was more terrifying was smelling what I had to smell over dinner.
I feel that is fucked.
Bro, I tried to keep it to
Did you tell your
myself.
dad?
No, because this has happened after. Like, it wasn't until after dinner where I was like, because I sniffed on the way back to the apartment.
Oh man.
Oh, it was awful.
Talk about bloody impartial was that touch game. I'm impartial about that result.
What happened there? Did we? Oh,
we blew a 6-3 lead.
Yeah, that's right.
God, that was rough.
We've had an up and down TRL season.
Yeah, it's unlike us, really.
But that's all right. That's it's been a hell of a week for us.
A fucking hell of a week, and it's only going to get bigger this week.
Massive week. Go the Matildas.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Here.
Suncorp Stadium, 5 o'clock, or apparently, as we've got to call it, Brisbane Stadium.
Don't know what. Yeah,
not
it's
sure
FIFA
about
stuff.
that. Yeah, FIFA bullshit. Sam Kerr's going to get a start, I presume. I reckon that car's going to be good. I reckon we've got a bicycle kick on the way.
If she starts, I reckon she's got 90 in her to get it out.
Fuck yeah, she does.
Yeah. Well, we got France or Morocco, and we beat France too.
Yeah.
So.
Beat them beforehand. So, look, go the Matildas.
As always.
Let's start singing Waltzing Matilda.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah. And also, before we finish, shareholders, we got a massive show next week.
Yeah.
Episode 10.
We'll surprise them.
Get ready because we are excited. We are going to be dolled up and we are going to be on one.
We will. Yeah, we got something fun planned.
Yeah,
and we got another guest on the way.
Yes,
Mr. Gerald Yay
locked on. I'm actually we're in talks too with the great Slemon Friday.
Are you?
Yeah, I haven't told you yet,
no,
but
it's a treat.
It's a work. Yes, Big Sammy Thriday's not an easy man to get parked up on a couch, believe it or not. So we'll get the big fella on. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
But the agents send a feeler.
What we can say is we got Gerald up 11.
And so also, too, there's a whisper of another sponsor on board.
Yeah?
Yeah, to do with rubbish. Skippings. Yes.
Waste?
Waste.
Waste management.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like that.
hold on.
Couple of tradies.
Yeah.
Is that a trade? Nah.
Oh,
Is it?
Truck driving and picking up bins?
That's, doing God's work.
Yeah, like Tonka trucks.
Yeah.
So stick around. But hey, appreciate the love, shareholders.
Love ya.
Go Matildas.
Where's the Queen's of Spirit now for this?